I had this idea. I've been thinking about it for some time, which is to start doing YouTube shorts. And I wanted to be able to do them on my computer, so I kind of looked into that and I've kind of figured it out. And so one day I thought, all right, I'm going to do some YouTube shorts and film a whole bunch of them at once. And I thought what I would do is just do them with no talking. And keep in mind that they have to be 60 seconds and no longer. So I thought, okay, fine. I'll do some pages in this traveler's notebook I have. There's only a few pages left to do, so I thought I'll do this. So I filmed them, and when I uploaded them, I realized, of course, that they were not 1 minute long. They were all about 10 minutes long. I thought, okay, so I tried to edit it down, and it was just like, that didn't work. You can't take 90% out of the page, like the action, and have it work. It just didn't work for me. So I thought, okay, now what? I'll just upload them as shorter videos, which is fine. But because I didn't talk in them, I thought, well, okay, maybe people will like the no talking ones. So I posted one, and then I also asked my email list, do you like talking or no talking? And everybody said they like talking. Okay, so that one's up there. It's doing its thing. I can't really take it down without re-editing and replacing and all that. That's just how it works with YouTube. But I still have 3 videos, and I thought, okay, well, if everyone really prefers that I talk, I'll talk. So that's what happened with this video. It actually was recorded with no talking, so this is a voiceover, which is not a problem at all. And I'm so thankful for your feedback. I did ask for feedback from my email newsletter people, but I also got feedback unsolicited from my YouTube subscribers who said, we really like you talking. Which is funny because I've probably mentioned this before, but all my life people have complained that I don't talk loudly enough, that they can't hear me. And I know I have a fairly soft voice. It's got kind of a fuzzy edge. And that's my comfortable voice. I can change it if I go to a higher register and it's sharper, which I sometimes do if I'm in a noisy situation. For example, today, our church had their fall kickoff, and that included lunch. Well, you get a church basement, which is actually main floor, full of people talking over lunch, and my voice totally gets lost. It's just, I have to be like inches away from people, making them look right at me and read my lips while I talk, because otherwise my voice just does not carry. And that's the only way I get real volume is if I'm singing soprano, which I can do, but that's the only place the power is. Anyway, it really does my heart good to know that people actually like the sound of my voice the way it really is. I so appreciate all the comments that have all the people who made the comments that they like the sound of my voice. So there's that. Now, as far as ideas go, I've had lots of ideas. I'm pretty much an idea generator. And I've had some really successful ideas. And I've also had some dismal failures as ideas of things that I've actually followed up with. And it's like, why did I ever think of that? If because if you can foresee what's going to happen, you go, stay a mile or a kilometer away from that idea, because it's not going to end well. And sometimes you kind of know, you have, this gut feeling. I'll call it a gut feeling. I think it's the Holy Spirit sort of giving you a nudge and saying, maybe not, like maybe don't do that. And sometimes you listen and sometimes you don't, because you really want to do it. And yeah. And I've done that. And I did one thing several years ago that turned into a colossal, life-changing, prolonged, difficult time, which, someday I'll talk about, but not today. Anyway, as far as ideas go, I would love to hear your ideas. I come up with lots, and I did a little poll recently about just asking what kind of things you'd like to see, and pretty much you want to see, a variety of things, which is wonderful, because I love to do a variety of things, and if I have to do the same thing over and over again, I'm telling you, I'm terrible at rote work, because I get bored easily, and I have to change things up. So the fact that as watchers of my videos, you really like to see variety, I'm like, yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, I do have some ideas for some videos coming up and some projects. Love the word project because it implies something that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And like the giant glue book that I did with a calendar was a fairly ongoing project, but I recently finished it. And now I have something to show for it and something to keep and look at, which is a wonderful reason to work on a project. Now, sometimes the project can be small. It can be just going to do some little cards, like art cards, which are very fun, and I will be adding those. I'm making a list of ideas so that I can sort of plan out my fall. And so if you have some suggestions or some wishes, I would love to hear them. Someone did ask for more art cards, so that's on my list already. And I'm going to start looking at some new ideas, and I'm open. Let me just say that. I'm open to trying new things. I do love to paint. If you've been following me a little while, you know that in my sort of quote unquote other life, I'm a professional artist. I've had my work in galleries, and I've had my work licensed onto products that have gone out to other companies and sold throughout the English speaking world. I've done all that. But now what I'm doing now is developing a body of work with acrylics and canvas and stuff, which is not part of my YouTube channel, but I'm also doing the YouTube channel, which is so fun. I'm doing it for fun and for community. So if you have ideas, please share them with me. That's all I'm saying about that. And otherwise, I'm going to be developing this is my plan anyway. Sometimes plans don't work out, so don't hold me to this, but I want to start developing some more products to go in my store. I've taken a few months off of doing that just because I needed a bit of time to make some plans and do some thinking about my direction and things like that. Plus, I had kind of a busy summer. My daughter had a baby in January, and she's the most delightful little wee girl that you can imagine, named Marigold. And she came out in July for about a week with the children, which is such a fun time for us. And then I was away, and my husband had a big birthday, and we did a party, and we did family get-togethers and all that kind of thing. And so now I'm getting into the fall, and I'm trying to plan my fall. And so now would be a good time to make your suggestions or tell me your wishes, because I have lots of ideas and you can expect lots of cool things to come up. I'm going to be putting voice to the other ones that I have done, that I filmed already, and they'll be coming out probably once a week, maybe more often, depends how my planning goes. But have a look at one of these two videos that I'm showing here, and I'll see you next time.